Ryan has made $29.5 million in 2022. Today he's making close to $35 million annually with his YouTube channel, Ryan's Road, which has 37 million subscribers. Oh, and he's only 12 years old. Maybe 13 now. The question is not how, because we all know how he did it, through YouTube. But rather, the question is, what did he invested on in order for him to be so successful? What are those skills or habits that he developed? In this video, I'm gonna reveal the 5 things every teen, young person needs to invest in order for him to be successful later on in their life. The simplicity of these 5 things and how you can start applying them in your day-to-day life. This first thing is the main reason why Ryan and his family made a lot of money in YouTube. I've been in YouTube since 2018. That is 6 years. I have created all kinds of channels about business, channels in Portuguese. My Portuguese is not even that good. Talking about dogs and how to cure parvovirus. I have done everything. And I always fail at each one of those channels. The reason why is because I never loved that niche. I never loved what I was talking about. And that is what Ryan and his family did correctly. They started to do videos of the things they found enjoyment in. If you want to be successful in something, in anything in life, you have to love what you're doing. Why? You might ask. Because if you don't love it, when hardships and rainy days come along, you're gonna quit. You're gonna be like, I hate this. That's it. I'm quitting. But if you love something so deeply, for example, for me, this channel, honestly, I don't love it that much, but I still do it because I want to help you. But the channel that brings me fulfillment is talking about God, about Catholicism, my second channel. And that channel, I'm going to continue doing it even if I don't make any money because it brings me fulfillment. And the same thing goes for you. If you want to succeed in anything in life, you have to love what you're doing. For example, Ryan and his family, they did videos about toys. They love toys. They love to play with one another. So it wasn't as work for them. Money just came along and obviously they will gladly take it. Everybody has said this already. Do something that you find enjoyment in doing. Because that's the only reason you're going to persevere through those difficult times. Through those times of adversity, of difficulties. To simplify it, always follow your passions. And you're going to be successful. And success doesn't necessarily mean to have a lot of money. If it comes, great. But what I mean by success is being happy, having a meaning in your life. That's what true success is. The next thing, if done, it will be extremely impactful in your life, in your future. When I was in high school, there was this friend of mine that he will always go to the library to eat lunch there and read books. For me, that was kind of odd. I was like, bro, go out. Like, do something else other than reading books. But now that I'm a grown-up, I understand the powerfulness, the impactfulness that a book could do to you. And that is the second thing. Read books. Look, the authors of the books, they take a long time writing this book. They put all the knowledge they have learned in those pieces of paper. If you want to have their knowledge, everything they have learned, read their books. Books are the most powerful thing. And if you don't like reading, try Audible or audiobooks. Simple as that. Please, don't neglect this. Don't just watch YouTube videos, because at the end of the day, YouTube videos, yes, they might give you helpful tips. But at the end of the day, they're not giving you everything. In books, the authors, they put in everything they know. To the simplest of the thing, to the hardest and more complex thing. They write everything they know. And if you want to learn, read books. Always remember, books are full of knowledge. It's up to you if you want to get that knowledge or not. The sooner you get into reading, the better. Because you're, in a way, getting a head start from everybody else. The next one is one that not too many people talk about. But all great men and women have this. When I was growing up, my friends, they would laugh at me because I will use words incorrectly, which I still do. My English, as you know, as you can hear, is not perfect. I might use incorrect words here and there. And back then, I never tried to improve my speaking skills. Why? Because I didn't find any point at it. But now that I have a YouTube channel, if you want to convey and transmit your message, you have to be good at speaking. Now I know that I'm a terrible speaker. I've been practicing to become better. But the younger you start practicing your communication skills, the better. For example, the daughter of Grant Cardone, she speaks better than almost any adult and in big audiences, and she's not afraid. Come on, like, this is something you cannot neglect. Now I used to go to Toastmasters to practice my public speaking skills. There's a lot of videos here in YouTube that you can learn how to speak better, how to have a better pronunciation. A good speaker is able to transmit his opinion fully. That's something that bad speakers cannot do. I sometimes cannot do it, and I'm just like, I wish I was able to transmit my opinion fully. A good speaker will always get further in life than somebody that is not good at speaking. And you are young right now. You have your youth as your asset. So take advantage of it. Practice for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes. But if you're consistent, you're going to get far in life. This one might surprise some of you, but this is the most important of them all. When I was growing up, I always had the mentality of a lone wolf. I'm going to do this by myself. Just me, myself, and I. Pridefulness, in other words. Thinking that you're good enough, that you could do everything by yourself without the help of anybody. Please get rid of that mentality. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're nothing. And that's the harsh reality. You are nothing, and you will never get anywhere without the help of others. And look, who better than Jesus Christ? Ask for his help, humbling yourself before him. Look, I wish I would have invested in my spiritual life way sooner. Look, all this that you see, this life, this road, the cars, the fun, the traveling, all the things you see on social media, people having fun, all this will end. Life is temporary. Right now, I don't care if you're 20, 12, 15, 25 years old, you will die, either you like it or not. And knowing this, that's why it's important for us to invest our time, which is our asset, in the thing that matters. And what is that? God. Because this is not the end. After this, we're either going to go to heaven or to hell. And just like in the stock market, if you want to have more money, you invest your money in the stock market. The same way goes with your time. If you want to go to heaven, you invest the time you have right now. So when you die, you have done the necessary to go to heaven. This one thing that I'm telling you is the most important of them all. Always seek God. For what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul? Everything that I have told you won't work unless you develop this next skill. And this one thing, this one skill is consistency. You have to build the habit of being consistent because, let's just imagine James. He has done his research. He knows that he has to invest in his spiritual life. He has to read books. He has to focus on his passion. He has to improve his communication skills. But if he doesn't, yes, he might start, but if he's not consistent, day in, day out, he's never going to get anywhere. Consistency is the most important thing. Canelo, a great fighter, and all these great people, they have said this multiple times in multiple occasions. Consistency, that's what matters. If you want to become something, if you want to better yourself in any part of your life, you have to be consistent. For example, working out. If you want to have a good body, you have to be consistent. Going to the gym, maybe not for hours, but maybe for 20 minutes a day. If you want to be a great public speaker, the way to become a great public speaker is by practicing daily for 10 to 5 minutes. Consistency is the most important thing. Remember, be consistent. Even if it's just for poquito time. Even if it's just for a little bit of time. It's better to go to the gym for only 5 minutes for the whole year than go to the gym only once a week for 3 hours. No, What matters is consistency. These are the 5 things I recommend everybody to do. And if you want to invest in your financial future, you have to have a good credit. How do you have a good credit? By watching this video and putting into practice all the tips that I give you. Thank you so much and God bless you all. Ciao.